Hi, my name is Takie Ndou, and I'm excited about my new album, The Great Revival. So please stay right here with me as we talk about the album. The inspiration for the album was obviously the lockdown. Since we had been going through the pandemic, then I think God just dropped in my spirit that I should do an album that will encourage people, that will give people hope, obviously during this time and beyond. But then when I was doing the album, honestly, I didn't even know what the album is going to be, what the album is going to be titled. Only after the album, I think a week or so after the album, that's when I realized that, you know what, the album is filled up with songs of revival. So hence we call it The Great Revival. My 3 top songs from The Great Revival. Yo guys, you're putting me on the corner. But let me just mention the ones that are out there that you guys love so much. So they are also becoming my favorite, but I also have a favorite. So Imvula Ieta, it's a Swati song. Obviously, after Babeng Sithe, I was inspired to do another Swati song. And the message also is a revival message to say, you know what, even though the cloud is as small as a fist, but the big rain is coming your way. Normally, fulingane sandla, Imvula Yakulu Ieta. So that is the first song that people have received so well, and everyone is loving the song. The second one is obviously my favorite, Vhone. It means Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And on the lockdown, when I spent time with myself and God, I realized that, you know what, there's no other way. Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life. That is what inspired me to write the song, Vhone. And the third one would be Ngiyavuma. Reason being, when I wrote Ngiyavuma, it was just a simple, small piece. And I felt like, you know what, this song seems like it's not complete. Then when we were doing it, I realized, okay, let me add some old songs of revivals, like Ngiyakolwa, Ngiyakolwa. That's a song of revival. The other one was Ngiyavuma, Ngiyavuma. So that's what brought about the song, and it just became a powerful song because we fused that new melody with the old songs, and it became a song that it is now, and people are loving it and appreciating it. Those are the 3 top songs that people love, but my personal favorite from the album is Who Am I? The reason being, I wrote the song just after an accident, which was 2 weeks before this recording. So that song has become very personal, and that is my personal favorite. So please also look out for the song. The challenge of doing the Great Revival during the lockdown was the fact that you cannot have audience. I would have loved to have the audience that I had on Uber's DVD recording, but unfortunately we had restrictions. So I think at that time we were only allowed to have 50 people in the room, and we invited just close friends and family to be in the room. So that was one of the biggest challenges. But I think one of the advantages was the fact that it was an intimate recording, so it was more real. You don't have to depend on the hype from the people. You have to hype yourself up. So those are some of the challenges. But also getting the technical crew and everyone on board was not as easy as it could be because people were still afraid of the coronavirus. So That was challenging, but I thank God that it worked out and it has become what it is right now.
I've been through the storms, but my praise brought me out.
When I was doing the Great Revival album, obviously I featured one of my friends, which is Colin Maluleke. And the reason why I featured him is the fact that he has been writing songs for me. Even on The Hope Arise, he wrote You're Worthy for me. On this album, he wrote Through It All. And we just have that connection on stage, that fire on stage that I don't have with anyone. So that's why I wanted him on the album, and I'm glad that he wrote the song and he agreed to be on the album. And then the other two guys that I featured is Shandu Changes and Jonah Chibasa from Zimbabwe. And the reason I featured them is because they are the guys that I am mentoring. So I wanted to empower them also, that people should know them through this DVD. And I'm glad that it worked out, and I'm excited about all these features on the album.
Everybody like this.
My advice for new artists or upcoming artists that are in the gospel industry and those that still want to be in the gospel industry, for me, the first one would be humility. Be humble, be approachable, love people, because people make us who we are. Without people's support, our music won't go anywhere. The other attribute, I would say, be patient. Don't rush for fame, don't rush for money. Make sure that you work hard on your talent, work hard on your production, work hard on your character also. Because you know what, talent can always put you to a certain level, but character will keep you there. Character will take you to higher avenues. So make sure that you have the right character. Don't fall under the temptation of having pride. Once you start thinking that you are better than other people, that is the beginning of a downfall. So please be careful about that. Also, for me, would be hard work. Hard work, work hard, push yourself. Don't depend on other people to push you. Push yourself. Even in our African saying, so the one who is working, those are the ones that people will come and help. They must find you along the way. So don't just stand and wait for people to come and do things for you. Do something for yourself so that people can see that you're doing something. And one other thing, don't copy what others are doing. Sound like yourself. Don't sound like Takie, because there's already a Takie Ndou. So sound like yourself. Don't try to sound like Benjamin Dumi. He's already there. So just be as original as possible. That's what people are looking for. People are looking for you. They're not looking for another Takie. Wow, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for receiving the Great Revival. It was an amazing journey talking to you about this album, and I'm really excited about it. I'm sure you are also excited about it. So please make sure that you spread the word to your friends and family about the Great Revival album. See you soon, wherever we're gonna meet in my live performances. Make sure that you are there and receive the Great Revival. God bless. Receive the revival in your life.